Okay, so good morning. So today we said that, I said that we were going to see the verb to be, but today we're going to learn how to incorporate the action. Okay, yesterday we were only talking about how we use the verb to be, and as I mentioned, when we learn English, one of the first things is to say, I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is, only for description, only for describing. Yeah. Why? Because it's a very good way to be able to talk about me, to introduce myself to other people, right? To say, this is me. Yeah. So my name is Nicole, to say, oh, or I'm Nico, Nikki, Nick. Students, they have different ways that they can call me. I always say, please call me any of those. I really don't care. Um, And then, I tell my age. So I'm 50, I'm single, I'm an English teacher, I'm Australian, I'm from Sydney, etc., etc., etc. To say, for example, oh, how do I describe myself? Well, physically, correct, I'm short. I'm a meter 58. Yeah, so pretty short. I'm a bit chunky. We would say chunky, a bit heavy. Huh? Remember, I said we don't say fat. Okay. So a bit, kind of heavy, chunky. Yeah, it is what it is. And if we were to talk about personality, I would say, for example, I'm a very optimistic, positive person. I'm a believer of the universe. I'm super patient, uh, very tolerant. Um, I'm, let's say, what else can I say? I'm extroverted. I'm sociable. There are just so many things that you can use to describe. And that's just, but we're not talking about any actions. Yes, we're just using the verb to be. Again, I am, you are, plus our complement, which can be anything. It can be your name, it can be your nationality, your age, as I said, personal characteristics, etc., etc. So today we're going to learn now how we add our actions in this equation. But for that, it's super important to understand what does it mean. Okay? So let's start with our explanation. I need to get new pens. I think this is okay. Okay. So today we're going to talk about present continuous. Yeah. And so I think you don't have much option. I think maybe this one. Okay. Present continuous. Yes. So continuous. Yes. This continuous is the same as ing. For this, there is a formula. Yes. We must use always. So here I'm going to use am, is, and are, which we have seen. Yes. Plus my verb. And then to the verb, I'm going to add ing. When do we use this? Okay. And that's the important thing. So you might think that when we speak randomly. Like, oh, there's a verb, ing. Playing, coming, speaking, learning. No, it doesn't work like that. Every verb has a time. So remember yesterday when you said to me, why did you write a student? What time is that? Why did you put a student? No, that isn't the time. A student is a complement. Yes? So usually what indicates the time when I'm speaking, Danny, is this, your auxiliary verb. So this is what changes continuously in English. That is a big, big difference from Spanish. Because in Spanish, you guys change the verb constantly. If, for example, it's in present, you say one word. If it's in past, you change the same action for the past. If it's in the future, the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's possibility, if it's skill, if it's recommendation, if it's obligation, you always change the verb. In English, we don't. In English, we change the auxiliary. In this case, we know every time I use a verb, yes, with ing, I will always use am, is, are. And if it is in the past, so we mentioned this yesterday a little, remember? So if it's in the past, these two I will replace for was, and this will be were. And now I've gone from the present continuous, I've gone to the past continuous. That's the only thing that I change from present continuous to past continuous. The verb, I do not change. The verb will be the same. Okay? Yeah? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, good. Danny? Yeah. You should be writing. You should be taking notes. Because when you take notes, your mind sees again and again. You didn't bring any notebook today? Yeah, you got it? Okay. Yeah, should be taking notes because your brain that way can remember. Okay. Yeah, got it? Okay.
How do you pronounce the
Pronounce
where?
were. Mm-hmm. Not where, were.
Where.
Yeah, it's kind of like this, Danny.
Where?
Yeah,
There. Okay.
perfect. Were. Okay, amazing. So that's the first thing you need to understand. Now, how do I use this? That is another key thing. So we have 3 instances in which we use the present continuous. So let's see. We have number 1, okay? So number 1, the present continuous we use for actions that are happening. For example, if I say, Danny, what are you doing?
I am Studying.
Okay, do we say studying or studying?
Studying. Studying.
Okay, and instead of I am, correct, you can abbreviate, yes? So I, and you say studying.
Studying.
Can you give me more information? Try to make it more complete. So I'm studying
I'm studying English
English, okay. What else?
in the city.
In the city, I like it. In the city. Or the CBD.
In the city.
Yeah? Why do we call it the CBD?
I've read it.
Yeah, this area is the CBD. We're in the city, absolutely. But what does it mean? CBD.
City.
No. Central Business District. So CBD, so when they go Melbourne CBD, it means the Central Business District. Okay? We have in Melbourne, in Sydney. You also have in Brisbane. Okay, yes, this is what you are doing now. Also, for example, if I go, Danny, and you go, coming. So now I called you, and now you are doing the action of coming. So this is what is happening now. So you see, when I go now, this is right now. Okay? So with present continuous, yes, that is the key thing. Now. But we do not say now. We do not need to say now. Okay? We do not need to say now. It isn't necessary. Because just by saying, I'm studying English in the city, I know when you say I'm studying, I know you are talking about right now. If somebody was to call you and you answer and they go, hi, Danny, how are you? Are you busy? Oh, actually, yes. Can I call you back? I'm studying English in the city at the moment. So you can also, if you want to say at the moment, this means now. So there are words that we use that accompany these ideas. So, for example, you can say at the moment. You can say currently. You can say at present. Yes? All of these, but we don't say now. Remember, Andres? We don't say now because what does now mean?
Change.
That the situation has changed. Before there was a situation, and now this situation has changed. It's different. Okay? Understanding?
The last night. The last.
Yesterday, remember, we talked about when you say now, when you use the word now. So to say, for example, oh, I'm studying English now.
It's at the moment.
No. If you say I'm studying English now, then I go, what were you studying before? Because when you say I'm studying English now, the situation has changed. This is something new.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
If I say, for example, are you working in construction? No, I'm DJing now. So before you were in construction, but not anymore. Because now you're DJing. Understand? Yes? So when we use now, it is not now. It means the situation has changed. Okay? Okay. Second case. Yes? Second case. So,
I'm studying English.
Again, studying.
Studying.
No estu.
Studying.
That's Spanish. Studying
Studying.
English. Yes. Hi, Monica. So number 2, if I say, correct, Danny, where is mom and dad? Where are your parents at the moment? So you see, I don't say now, at the moment. Yes? So where are mom and dad? Hi, Nat, how are you? I'm good, thanks.
Parents.
Parents.
At the moment, I don't have parents at the moment in Sydney.
Wasn't the question.
Is the question? Or?
No, I didn't ask you that. I said, where are your parents?
Where?
I didn't ask you if they're in Sydney.
Okay.
So listen to the question.
Okay.
Where are your parents?
Okay.
Where is mom and dad?
Okay. They live in this moment in
At
the moment.
No. You can't mix the idea. If you say they live, you can't say in this moment. And we do not say in this moment. It is at the moment.
At the moment.
So not in this moment.
Okay.
At the moment. So again, where is mom and dad? So you started good. So you can say at the moment they are where?
They are
Where?
in USA.
In the States. Yeah. So if you say USA, so you need to say the, because it's the United States of America. Right? The States. Remember we talked about this last week? The US, the United States of America. The. Otherwise, Trump is going to go, right? Yeah, the US, they're very proud. Okay. So you say, my parents, at the moment, my parents are in the US. What is your father doing at the moment? If you go, what time is it in the US?
At the moment,
it's dinner time.
Dinner.
Yeah. So, what are your parents doing at this moment?
At the moment,
Yeah.
they are sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yes.
Because we said that if you say they are, then you must use the verb plus ing. Always.
At the moment, they are sleeping.
Yes. And another thing, when you say, correct, sleeping, this is very Spanish.
Sleeping. At the moment, they are sleeping.
Beautiful. Sleeping. Yes. That's okay. So look what you're saying. It says, I go to Danny and I say, oh, where are your parents? Yeah. So parents, not parents. Parents. I know there's an A, but it sounds like an E. So yeah, parents, not parents. Yeah, parents. So where are your parents? And Danny says, oh, my parents are in the USA. Or you can say the US. Or you can say the States. Okay? And I said, what are they doing? What are they doing? So Danny says, there, which is the abbreviation of they are, they're sleeping. Now, Danny does not know 100% if mum and dad are sleeping. Danny goes, it's more or less this time in the States. So I think, yeah, they're probably sleeping. So number 2, the present continuous is for actions we think are happening. Okay? So for actions that are happening with you and me, and for actions we think are happening. For example, Nat, where's Diego? What's Diego doing? Okay. So even though Nat says he might be is the same as I think. She says he might be. She's still using the verb to be. She's just using might as a probability. Just like she says, I think he is, he might be, and she goes, working. Because she's using be, the verb to be, as an action, she complements with working. This is an extended structure, okay? Because her English is higher, okay? It's good. No, it's good because you give us the example, because we always talk about that there is no one way. So, somebody that has, I'm not going to say, well, yeah, a lower level because they're starting to learn, would probably say, I think he's working, or he's working, right? But when you grow with your English, then you learn other ways. And that's basically what you're learning with English. You're learning like, okay, this is the basic way, and then you get better and better and better, and you just improve the vocabulary and the times. That's it. But there's not one answer. There are many. And so this is why you guys go, oh my God, it's something as simple as we teach you, how are you? And you learn, how are you? And then you learn the Aussie, how are you? How are ya? Right? And you go, nailed, got it. So every time somebody says to me, how are ya? I know, good, very well, okay, right? But then you go to work and somebody goes, hi, mate, how's it going? What? Huh? They changed everything. Or say, hey, what's happening? Huh? So this is English. It's many different ways to say the same thing. And you need to know every time because somebody's going to come and go, boom, and it's something new, right? Okay. So actions that are happening now. So what are we doing? We are learning English. Danny is paying attention. He's like, huh? Glued. Good. Listening, right? Swastika also, right? She's playing with her leg. Yeah? Andres, he is thinking. And Scott is scrolling on the phone. See? This is what we are doing. For what we think is happening. If you say, Nick, where's Victoria today? Oh, Victoria, she's resting at home. She's coming to the city later because she's going to work. These are all the things that I think are happening. But do I know 100%? No, I don't. I think because we talked about, hey, what's happening on Wednesday? Oh, But these things can change, right? Okay. Number 3. Yes? So we said at the moment, At present, currently, not now, right? I do not say, oh, we're studying English now. What were we studying yesterday? Japanese? No. We were studying English. So I don't say now because now is when we change. Okay. Number 3. You came to school this morning, Danny. He said, teacher, my friend, he gave me this tip. He's got a really good tip of a show on 9 Now called Love and Translation. 3 guys. Are they Australian? The guys are Australian.
No.
Are they Australian? No.
They are USA.
They're American. Okay, so they're American. And they meet women that can't speak English. Yes. So they start dating and they have to try and understand. So the experiment is it possible to break that language barrier? I'm going to tell you something. I've told you guys, my mum, she was Chilean. I say was, not anymore. She is Australian. So when she became Australian, she lost her Chilean nationality. Okay. And she met my dad in the 70s. She met my dad. My dad, he was British. So my dad couldn't speak Spanish. My mum couldn't speak English. And how did they meet? So my dad was the supervisor in a chemical lab. And my mom, she was like a production worker. All the medication they made, she would put them in the boxes. So kind of like a picker-packer, maybe you could say. Okay? My mom. And there was a guy from the Philippines. He could speak Spanish and English because, you know, in the Philippines, a lot of people speak Spanish because they had a Spanish king for like 20 years. So that's why in the Philippines, there's a lot of Spanish names. Yeah. And some, not all, you know, some can speak Spanish. Anyway, he would go to my mum and say, there's a guy, he's really interested in you. He likes you. Like, you know, he wants to go on a date with you. And my mum was like, no. My mum was 28 years old, coming from Chile, the first time leaving her house, leaving her home, her family. She's like, no. My dad was older. He was divorced. And so then he would go to my dad and say, oh, there's a Chilean woman, very beautiful. You know, she's been watching you. She likes you. She wants to go on a date. And my dad was like, oh, really? Spanish. Because my dad was, you know, 100% English. And anyway, he insisted with my mum until my mum accepted. My mum said, okay, go on a date. Do you know, my mum, she used to live near Central Station. On the corner where you have the Youth Hotel, whatever. It's the Y. Yeah, it's called the YHA on the corner. That originally was a women's hostel. So all the women that came from overseas as refugees or, you know, for protection, they would stay there. The government would put them there, all the women. So my mum was living there. And the guy, he did this, the blind date. We call it blind date because they didn't know each other. And so my dad, he went to pick up my mum. My dad had this huge plan. Okay, first drinks in King's Cross, because that's, you know, where all the bars are. And then, you know, beautiful restaurant, dinner, kind of like in the same area. Anyway, they went to King's Cross. And we're talking about the 70s, yeah? So my parents, very old school. maybe you've heard that before, let's say they would tell our parents, or especially mum, right? If you see a red light, not good. Huh? It's probably something else, like a motel or something, right? So in King's Cross, there are many pubs that are downstairs. So my dad went to pick up my mum. My mum no English. He started talking to her. My mum, my mum also, my dad. So he's like, come on, let's go. And they get to King's Cross. And he goes, oh, we're going to go here. And he kind of like tries to touch her. And my mum, kind of, no. Anyway, they start going down the stairs, right? My dad, he told me this story. And my mum said, yes, it's true. So they started going down the stairs and my mum sees the red light and it's very dark. And she goes, no, 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 no. And she ran. And my dad was like, huh? And he goes running after her like, stop. No, it's okay. We'll go for a drink. My mom, no. Like, I think saying, no, I'm not this type of girl. Like, I'm respectable. So my dad was like, come on, it's just a drink. And so my mom, she tried again. And no, she was like very dark. I said, no. So my dad was like, okay, let's just go to the restaurant. They went to the restaurant. They ordered, they ate. But you know what? My dad said, how to say, we didn't talk. Basically, it was like all, gestures, But he said, as soon as I saw your mum, I fell in love with her. Like I said, this is the woman for me. We didn't understand anything. And I'll tell you what, they got married and they couldn't speak to each other. So, this TV show is an experiment about this. Well, my parents are the living proof. They were married 35 years until my dad, died. But, I think also it was for them an adventure, an experience because my mum, because she couldn't speak English when she was learning, my dad used to laugh. Yeah, he passed away. Good, you remembered. Because my mum sometimes would say to my dad, she'd get angry, right? South American blood, like, right? And my mum would say, you're a lawyer. And my dad would be like, what? I'm a what? I'm a lawyer? When she wanted to say, you're a liar. And my dad used to laugh. And they used to they used to receive a lot of Chileans that were coming to Australia. So they had like two floors in the house. And so they would receive Chileans on the first floor, 2-3 months until they were stable, had work, job, and then could move and then receive, another couple and so on. And they lived on the second floor. And there was this Chilean guy who actually he became my godfather. They became very good friends. And my dad used to go to talk to him. And he would teach my dad all the bad things. So once my mum was on the second floor, Ray, come help. And so this guy, Chilean guy, he said, tell her, anda lavártela. And my dad, he yelled in English, right? He said, anda lavarte. It's like, go wash your, yeah? And my mum, what? You, upstairs. You don't teach my husband bad things. So I think, this dynamic of misunderstanding, confusion. Yeah. That was the fun of, I think, of the relationship they had. And they were very, very different because my dad being British, you guys say, oh, cold, boring. Yeah, my dad was. He was very funny, but he was like very, very passive. But my mum was the fire, South American. And always, there was always drama. She put the flavor, the spicy, to this relationship. So yeah. And well, children, right? My brother and I, we're kind of like, you could say 50-50. We have the boring part, but we also have like the South American kind of flair. So I think it does work, you know. You have to be very, very open-minded. Some people, when they meet people that are learning English or cannot communicate very well, some people are very close-minded, but it's not everyone, you know. I had a student 2 years ago. She came to my classes because she was dating an Australian. She showed me even videos of their first dates. They were horrendous. They could not speak at all. He was constantly trying to explain to her. At some point, they were dating for like 9 months, and he said, "No, sorry, we can't continue. Like, I can't talk to you. You need to improve your English, whatever." You know what she did? She said, "I'm going to learn English, and I'm going to show him that I can do this." So she studied with me for a year. English, amazing. Oh, really beautiful. And she found out where he was working, and she got herself a friend, very good-looking guy, and she went to the restaurant very close to his job. And she waited for him to finish, and she comes out of the restaurant with the guy. And the guy goes, "Hi, how are you?" And she goes, "Good, and yourself?" And he goes, "Oh, wow." I said, yeah, I'm with him now. He can appreciate me and whatever. And he's like, "You're speaking English?" "Yes, I speak English now. And I have this job and I'm doing this and that." He was like, this is what we call gobsmacked. He was gobsmacked. This is the gob smacked. He couldn't believe it was the same woman. And she said, "I just came to see you so that you could see what you lost." And I was like, "You really do that?" She said, "Yeah, I did." But, in a sense, she said, thanks to him, I got the motivation to learn English, and she did it. Yeah, absolutely. She's working as a pharmacist at the chemist now, because she was a chemical, what do you call it? Chemical pharmacist or something like that. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So number 3, yes? So for things that are happening now, things that we think are happening. So Danny says this morning, "Oh, teacher, I'm watching this show." And he showed me a photo. And he says, "I was watching this last night, but he has started watching this show." He is not watching the show now, but maybe today when he goes home, he'll be watching the show. Maybe tonight after work, he'll be watching the show. Tomorrow, and so on until he finishes. What I'm saying is, it's something that he has started and hasn't finished yet. So number 3 is for actions. We start and have not finished. For example, Danny is watching a show on 9 Now called Love and Translation. Okay. Is Danny doing this right now? No. He has started to do it. And this action, when he is finished, will now be in the past. Okay? Let's say, for example, Nat says, oh, I'm reading a really interesting book called, is Nat reading the book? No. She's saying that she started to read this book and that's what she's doing. Because if you're reading a book, correct? Let's say, if I say to you, right? Oh, guys, by the way, I'm reading this book. It's really, really good. I recommend it. You see how thick the book is? There is no way. Well, there is a way, but I've got to work, so I don't have time. But I think there is no way you can finish this book in one day. Not even me. I'm not that good. So this means that you have started the book and you're still reading it, and you read a little and a little every day. See, that is how we use ing. So, for example, let's see. I'm walking down the street and let's see, I'm walking and I see Nat. And I go, hi, Nat, how are you? Long time no see. Oh, I'm doing really well. So Nat says, are you still working at the school? Yep, I'm still working at the school. Oh, and let me tell you, I'm studying a professional career now. Nat goes, really? Yeah. I'm studying, let's say, dentistry. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, between working and studying, you know how it is. And Nat might go, oh, you know what? I'm studying too. Really? And I go, Nat, are you still studying English? And Nat goes, no, 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 no. I'm studying piano. Oh my God, really? See what I mean? And are you still living in Bondi? So maybe Nat goes, yep, still living in Bondi. Oh, are you still living next to the beach? No, I moved. I'm living, in North Bondi now. Oh, okay. And you? And you, Nick? Are you still living in Balmain? No, not anymore. I'm living in Bondi too. No, really? Yeah, absolutely. See what I mean? All of this conversation is about what is happening in our lives. But what are we doing? We're talking. We're catching up. So catching up means when, oh, how are you? What are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Talking. That is what is happening at that moment. But what are we talking about? All the things that we are doing in our lives. So you see, this is how you use the present continuous. Okay? So when we say the present continuous is for now, this is correct. It is in the present. It is now. It is the action that continues. Yes? It's in present. Okay? But we do not say now, no need. Got it? Okay, copy. Any questions? Andres, do you have any questions? No? Scott?
No.
No? It's okay. Frank? Frank? Any questions? Do you understand? Do you understand what I explained? Swastika? Yes? Okay, good. Copy, 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 copy. Let me know when you're finished. And if you know this in present, then this will not be difficult to understand in the past. How do we use in the past? So past continuous is everything that is happening in the past. Yes, it's kind of like your background. So it's kind of like something is happening and then bam, something interrupts that action. So basically when I say for actions that are happening, the past continuous is actions that were happening when, boom, something interrupted the action. So to say something, Andres, I'm teaching. Let's see, the phone rings and I go, excuse me. And I go, hello, yes. And I start talking to that person. What was I doing before the phone call? I was teaching. What happened? The phone rang. Short action. It interrupted what I was doing. So I stopped doing that. I answered the phone. Will I go back to teaching? Depends. Because if the phone call is an emergency, I might have to leave. But if it's just like, hi, how are you? I want to know, like, what are you doing? Then I probably say, oh, I'll call you back. I'm in class. We'll talk later. And so I go back to teaching. You see? Do you understand? That's how you use the past continuous. So if I go, Danny, were you working last night?
I will work.
I will is future. My question was, were you working last night?
And I don't. I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
Yes, no,
Working
I didn't.
last night.
Yeah, no. If you say didn't, you cannot use working.
Okay.
So you can say, no, I didn't work, or no, I wasn't working. Remember, working, you can only use with the verb to be. Okay? You cannot use it with do, does, or did. Only the verb to be. Am, is, are, or was and were. Okay?
I did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't work last night. No, I wasn't working last night. Okay? Yeah. Okay, good? Yes? Let's continue. Okay, so I can erase? Yes? Okay. Okay, Unit 3.
is it?
Unit 3. Here we go. You've got so many of those. Oh, you took it off, the one you had yesterday from the party. You still got it? Yesterday you had like a purple.
It is gift from my mother.
Yeah.
This is my company in Colombia.
Oh, okay. But I imagine when you go to the parties, they put the bracelets.
Yes, I
all
love
the
them.
time. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. So I am doing. Yes. Present continuous. So we have, she says, correct? I'm eating. She's eating. She's eating. Affirmative. She isn't reading. Negative. It's raining. Like today, right? It's raining. So if it's raining, the sun isn't shining. Yeah? Says we're running. They're running. They aren't walking. It says the present continuous is am, is, are plus. Remember I said to you, verb ing. So we have doing, eating, running, writing, etc. We can say I am, I'm, or we can say I am not, I'm not. We can say he is, he's, or he isn't. We can say she's or she isn't. It's, it isn't. You're, you aren't. Where, we aren't. And there, they aren't. Plus the verb in ing. Okay, let's see. Andres, were you ready? Can you read for me, please?
I'm working. I'm not watching TV.
Good.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Maria is reading newspaper.
Okay,
She isn't eating.
good. The she's not, remember, I told you, don't use that. Okay? Don't use that. She's not. Because it's old English. Yes? So we say she isn't. Continue.
The bus is coming.
The bus is coming. Good.
We're having
Dinner.
dinner.
Yes. We're having dinner.
You are not listening to me.
Okay, so remember, we're not going to use this one. The not, no. Old English. We're always going to prefer the contraction. You aren't. You aren't listening. So not this one, not this one. We're going to prefer isn't, and we're going to prefer aren't. Okay? It's easier? No, we don't say more easy. Easier. Yes. Okay? Yes, it's easier. Well, I'm not sure why the change, but there are still people that use the not. Like sometimes I even say it because it's very old school. Okay? So older people use it, but not the new generation. Okay? Good. Continue.
The children are doing their homework.
Good. So here, look what it says. It says am, is, and are, ing, meaning something is happening now. And here we have our timeline. Past, now, right now, future. Yes? And we have, I'm working. She's wearing a hat. They're playing football. I'm not watching TV. All of these actions are in the now. But none of them, none say, I'm working now. She's wearing a hat now. None. Because we know it is now. No need. Okay, got it? Good. Let's see. Scott, can you read for me, please? Scott, can you read, please?
Please be quiet. I'm working.
Okay. So what does this mean? Please be quiet. I'm working. What does this mean? I'm working now. This is what we understand. Yes? Continue. Continue.
Oh, look, there's Sarah. He's wearing.
She's.
She is wearing a green coat.
Brown.
Brown.
Brown coat.
Brown coat.
Okay. So meaning that she's wearing it now. Continue.
The weather is nice.
Good.
It's not raining.
Okay.
Where are the children? They are playing in the park.
Good.
We are having dinner now. Can I call you later?
Okay.
You can turn off the television. I'm not watching it.
Okay, good. And also there is a spelling rule. Okay? So the spelling rule is when I have so supposedly I have the consonant, vowel consonant, it ends in E. I'm going to drop the E and add ing. So coming. Right. Also, we're going to drop the E and add ing. If we have dance, drop the E, ing. If we have the vowel, also the consonant, yes, and it's short, we're going to add an extra letter. So we go running, sit, sitting, swim, swimming. That's why we add an extra letter. Like get, getting, stop, stopping. Okay? Consonant, vowel, consonant. If it's with an E, drop the E. If it's here, we're going to add an extra letter. Okay? And here, if I have two vowels, so I-E, we're going to convert into Y. Okay? What is to lie? So lie can be when you go to the beach and you're lying on the sand. Yes? And also lie is when you don't tell the truth. When you're actually lying. Not true. Same spelling. Same pronunciation, same spelling. Okay? Good. Let's do some exercises. So it says, what are these people doing? Use the verbs to complete the sentences. So we have eat, have, lie, play, sit, and wait. So the first one says, she's eating an apple. Number 2, what is happening? Frank. Number 2. No, you must choose one of the verbs to fill in the sentence. So he, what is he doing? He's no. What is the action? Eat, have, lie, play, sit, or wait. So he's waiting. Yes. So he's, because it's the abbreviation, the contraction, waiting for a bus is correct. Let's see. Swastika, 3.
They are playing
Football. So they're playing football. Yes? Good. Danny, number 4.
He's laid on the floor.
Okay. Okay, so he's lying
He's lying
on the floor.
on the floor.
Yes.
He's lying on the floor.
Yes, like this. Scott, number 5.
They are having breakfast.
Yes. They're having breakfast. Now, we use the verb have for many things. Have is not only for possession, it's also for when we're doing actions. So we say, for example, having breakfast, having lunch, having dinner, having a cigarette if you're smoking, if you're pregnant, having a baby, having a party, having a barbecue, having a wedding, having a trip, having a shower. There are so many different ways we use having as an expression. Okay, good. Andres?
He's having
No, we've already got having.
sit.
So they're having breakfast.
Sitting.
She's sitting on the table. Double T is correct. She's sitting on the table. Okay, it's good. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, I'm going to erase. Here we go. So now we have the actions to build. So build, construct, cook, as in food, go, to go. We have again. So it could be have as in have, or it could be have as an expression. Stand, to stand. Stay, when you say stay, or stay with me. Swim, we know to swim. And then work, what I'm doing, right? Work. So here it says, oh, shh, please be quiet. I'm working. Danny, number 2.
What is John? He's in the kitchen. He is cooking.
He's cooking. Good. That's it. Super easy. Now I'm going to change color. This one has to go into the wash. He's cooking. There we go. Nice and bright. Okay. He's cooking. Okay, let's see. Scott says, you on my foot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Standing.
Good. You're standing on my foot. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. Good. Correct. Frank, look, somebody Okay, so somebody is swimming. Now, when we say somebody is, the is you can abbreviate or contract with everything. So I can go, look, somebody's swimming in the river. Swastika.
We are here on holiday. We are staying at Central Hotel.
Okay, so we're staying at the Central Hotel. Good. Andres,
Where is you? Where is you?
where's Sue?
Where?
Where's, it's apostrophe S. So where's Sue?
Where you?
Yes?
She having a shower.
She?
She's
She's, right? She's having a shower. Very good. Yes. Danny?
and they are.
They are? How do I contract? How do I abbreviate?
They are. They are.
There. Good. So there.
They go.
No.
Beauty.
Building.
Beauty.
Building.
Beauty.
Building. So here I have this. Right? So I'm going to say building. Is that better?
Building.
Building. Can you say it again?
Building.
Good. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what we want. So they're building a new hotel in the city at the moment. Frank? I'm going now. Goodbye. Okay? So you see, we are using the verb to be with the action with ing. It's as simple as that. And all of these actions, remember, are happening now, are happening when we're speaking, or have started and not finished. For example, they're building a new hotel. This is something in progress, right? You can't build a hotel in 2 days or 1 day. So it's in progress. Yes? Look, somebody's swimming in the river now because I go, look, somebody, it's like you can see. Oh, we're on holiday, we're staying at the moment now. You see? So you can have the different scenarios. Okay? Good. And here we have Jane. It says write sentences about Jane. So what is Jane doing? So question, is Jane having dinner? No, she isn't. Short answer, right? No, she isn't. What is she doing? She isn't having dinner. Watch TV because she's watching TV. Sit on the floor. Nancy. Jane, number 3. But she's what? What is the action? What is the action here, Nancy? Yeah, so she's no now, right now. So she's sitting. Yes. She's sitting on the floor. Good. Swastika, 4.
She is not reading novel.
She isn't reading a book. Frank, she isn't playing. So she isn't playing the piano. Laugh, Scott. She's laughing. What's laughing, Danny? What's laughing?
It's like a move.
What?
It's like
So what's laughing? You do that all the time. Laughing. Laughing.
Okay.
Got
It's
it?
mine, it's mine.
So laughing, right? Because smile, laughing, right? And what about giggle? What's a giggle? Do you know that? A giggle? It's before the laugh, right? It's people that go like swastika. She giggles. She's oh, you know who's famous for giggling? What was his name? The dog. I love that dog. The dog. Remember in the cartoons? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't remember his name. I don't remember the name of the dog. No, not Snoopy. Oh, but Snoopy's, yeah, Snoopy does the same. Yeah, but not Snoopy.
The other one, the brown one.
The brown one, the one that they used to follow, they used to fly in the aeroplanes.
Very old.
Oh, I know. I know. That's super old school. But I used to love those cartoons. They were amazing. And the dog used to go, you know, yeah, all the time. That's giggling. Yeah, Snoopy does it too, by the way. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because, oh, you know who else does it? Curiously enough, they're all dogs. Goofy. That's not laughing. He's giggling. Yeah? So, yeah, it's different. Interesting. Okay, let's see, Andres. Wear a hat. She's wearing a hat. Is correct. Okay. And the last one, Nancy, drink coffee. She isn't. She isn't. Drink or drinking? She isn't drinking coffee. So these are all the things that Jane is doing or not doing. So affirmative and negative. Okay? Okay, good. Let's continue. So it says, what's happening now with you? What's happening now with you? Write true sentences. So if I go, Danny, number 1. Oh, let me erase. Sorry. Number 1 says, wash my hair. If I say, Danny, are you washing your hair?
I'm not washing my hair.
I'm not, right? No, you aren't. You better not. In class, can you imagine? Huh? Washing your hair. Yeah? It snow. Is it snowing outside? No, it isn't. It isn't snowing. Is it raining? Absolutely, 100%. Yes, it's raining. Is the sun shining, Scott?
No.
No, it isn't shining. Correct? Good. Scott, are you sitting on a chair?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the chair.
Yes, good. Swastika, are you eating?
I'm not.
No, I'm not eating. Frank, is it raining? It isn't raining. Okay, so the rain stopped for now, but it will probably continue later. Yeah, good. Let's see. Nancy, are you learning English? I hope so. God forbid, I hope so. Huh? Nat, are you listening to music? No, not listening to music. We said, Andres, the sun, is it shining? No, it isn't shining. The sun isn't shining. Yes? Danny, are you wearing shoes?
No. I don't know. No. I don't know who is where.
Where? Where?
Okay.
Are you wearing shoes?
Yes.
I hope so. Huh? Otherwise, poof. Imagine the smell of the feet. Huh? Yes. So let me see. Let me check. No, you aren't wearing shoes. Mm-mm. No. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What is Danny wearing? No, not shoes. Sneakers. He's wearing sneakers. He's wearing. Are they Jordan? He's wearing Jordans. Huh? You can say that too. To say he isn't wearing shoes. He's wearing sneakers. He's wearing Jordans. Okay, we go Jordans as in the brand. Okay, what's another word for sneakers? What else can we say? Sand shoes. Can we say he's wearing tennis? No, because they are not tennis shoes. The tennis are the white very plain shoe. Okay, he's wearing high raised sneakers. He's wearing basketball shoes. You could say that too, maybe. What would you say? You're the expert in sneakers here. How would you call those?
I would say sneakers.
Just sneakers. That's it. If you have, for example, let's see. Yeah, so you've also got the Jordans, but they're just, yeah, we would say those are the tennis because they're low. But look, Swastika, she has a different type of shoe. So we call those that type of shoe runners. The runners, right? For running. So yeah, so before it just used to be sneakers, sand shoes. I remember my time, I'm super old. So we used to say sand shoes. Now sand shoes. I want to write it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we said Danny isn't wearing shoes. Now, why do I say he isn't wearing shoes? Because shoes are what you wear when you work in hospitality. If you go to a wedding, shoe is an elegant. Yeah, it's a formal. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I come to school and I wear shoes. Now it's summer and how it's raining. This is why Australians, we wear thongs. Because if it's raining, you can walk in the water, no problem. Yeah, that's why we use these. It's true. So Danny isn't wearing shoes, but, yes, so I'm going to connect. Yes, he's wearing sneakers, Jordans, sand shoes. There's your sand shoes. Now,
Like sand.
yeah. No, these would be sandals.
You can also
Kind of,
say-
but they're
you
not.
can also say
Thongs, they're
trainers.
thongs.
Trainers.
Trainers, yes, I've heard that. Runners,
Yeah.
trainers, tennis. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like in my day, it used to be super easy.
Oh, no.
Put your sand shoes on. Did you bring your sand shoes? Like yours are runners. Absolutely. Right? Would you trainers maybe?
Yeah,
Yours are trainers, right? Yeah. So it's the style. And it's because they give them all these names. Yeah. Did you know that thanks to the contract Nike did with Jordan, Michael Jordan, with the mum, actually. The mum was the one that did the contract. That saved Nike. Nike was going to go broke. They were going to end the business. They were doing so bad. At that time,
You watched the movie.
yeah, I did. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. There's a movie called, what's it called? Nike, Air. Or Nike in the Air or just Air? Just Air. And phenomenal actors. What can I say? I just love them. And they tell the story of Nike and Jordan and how that was to be, you know. And I think everybody like it. How to say? It's one of those things that Michael Jordan transcended. So when I say transcended, kind of think he passed, legacy. So Michael Jordan isn't a person anymore. Jordan is a brand. Understand? It's like Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is not a person anymore. It's a brand. Like Gordon Ramsay, like who else? Who? Perfume. What are you talking about?
Wearing perfume, lotion.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is that today, Cristiano Ronaldo is not a person. The name Cristiano Ronaldo means cars, perfume, clothes. You know what I mean? It's a brand. And it will go in history. We know who Cristiano Ronaldo is today because he's still alive. But wait till he passes away. In 10, 20 years, the new generations of that time will not know Cristiano Ronaldo as a soccer player. They'll know him for the brand, for the different things. Understand? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Interesting. Okay, good. Let's see. Frank, are you reading a newspaper? You are? Are you reading a newspaper? Yes or no? No. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
I can't see you reading a newspaper.
Newspaper?
Yes.
This one?
No, that's not a newspaper. Google. What's a newspaper? Google. What's a newspaper?
Oh, yeah. This one question.
Exactly. So question, are you reading a newspaper? No, I'm not reading a newspaper. Is correct. Okay. So all of these are yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. You can still answer with a short answer to say, for example, if I go, let's say, Frank, are you reading the newspaper? You can say short, no, I'm not. If it's yes, then to say, yes, I am. Are you learning English? Yes, I am. Are you studying? Yes, I am. Are we learning Japanese? No, we aren't. So it can be short. To say, for example, let's see, Andres, are you working in construction? Okay. Nick, Nick, me, I'm Nick. I'm Nick. Nat, this is Nick Nat. Nat, are you working in retail?
Yes, I am.
Are you working in hospitality?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know, Nat has like 3-4 jobs. Yeah, many jobs. What about you, Swastika? Are you working in more than one job? Yep.
I'm working now 3 jobs.
Okay, so yes, I am. Right? I'm working in 3 jobs. Wow. Shh. Money, money, money. Okay, let's continue. Danny, are you working tonight?
I don't remember.
Yes or no?
Yes, I'm working tonight.
Okay, yes, I'm working
working
tonight. Or short, yes, I am.
Yes.
Frank, are you living in Australia? Ah, you better be. Huh? You better. Good. Okay. So, remember I told you it's very important, Danny, the word order, the structure. This is something that we learned last week, and I can't emphasize it. Like, you know, I repeat again and again. This is to understand, this is the key to learning English. To be able to say, when I ask a question, this is the order. When I respond, this is the order. That way, 100% people will understand what you are saying all the time. Okay? Good. Let's see. So, what is the difference between a question and a yes and a no? If it's a yes or a no, we're going to start with the person, we're going to continue with the auxiliary, and we will finish with the verb and ing. If it's a question, look what happened. We invert. That's all. That's all. Now, that is difficult for a lot of people because in their language, you don't ask questions, right? It's very common, for example, in Spanish. They go, for example, Scott, you're Chinese, huh?
Yeah.
That is not a question. I'm not asking you.
Oh.
I'm telling you. You're Chinese, huh? But when they go, you go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No. In English, correct? Again, we go, if I go, Scott, are you Chinese? Scott goes, yes, I am. See? Good. Are you living in Sydney? Yes, I am. Right? Are you living in Melbourne? No, I'm not. So you see, always you're inverting. That is the key. That is the key. And with any auxiliary, okay? So, for example, very common, students go, teacher, yeah? Teacher, I can say, it's not I can say, because if you say I can say, you're telling me, you're not asking. Different to say, teacher, can I say, now you are asking. See? Yes? Okay. So yeah, and again, verb to be, ing, verb to be question, ing verb, always. And I hear also a lot of students when I go, what do you think about? And they go, yes, teacher, I'm agree. I'm agree. What? No. I agree. Not I'm. I agree. Or for example, when it's, oh, teacher, yes, I'm working tonight. No. I'm working. I'm working tonight. Okay? And here, our picture. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes? Sometimes when I see students are on the phone or they're like sleeping in class, very common. You know, if I catch you sleeping, I take photos and I post them on Instagram. You go into my collection. I have many. I tell you what, you'll be famous like this in a sec. So, and I go sometimes, what are you doing? Teacher, sorry. It happens. It happens. I have one of my favorite students in the afternoon. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking, like, I don't know if she has a bed or not, but she comes to school in the afternoon just to sleep. Every day. Every day. It's true. She only comes to sleep. Or maybe she learns this way. I'm not sure yet. But, I love her to bits. She's very funny. It happens. It happens. I know. You guys get up. Some of you get up super early in the morning. And, it's very, very tiring to then come to school. So, Danny, what are you doing? What's that question? Nat, what are you doing? What are you doing? So that can have two answers. It can be, what are you doing, as in now? What are you doing? Oh, teacher, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm paying attention. I'm learning. Or it can be, hey, Danny, what are you doing? I'm working at the clubs at night. I'm living in Surrey Hills. I'm, DJing. I'm living the dream. Huh? It can be right now, or it can be in your life. So it depends. If you say to me, if I go, Danny, what are you doing? And he goes, teacher, I'm listening to you. I know it is now. But if he says, oh, teacher, I'm working here, I'm working there, and he's telling me about his life. Okay? The same, for example, I think it can happen that it happens to me sometimes. Friends, they contact me and they go, hi, Nick, how are you? And they go, oh, long time no see. And some people, they just don't know that I'm back in Australia. And they go, hey, I'm going to be in your city and I was thinking about you and, we can do this. We can. Oh, friend, I'm so sorry. I'm living in Australia. Oh, really? And then the conversation. Okay? Good. Let's see. Danny, when you're ready, go for it.
I read the first.
Yes, please. Can you read the exercise?
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Continue.
It is raining.
Doesn't say it is.
No, sorry. It's raining.
No, it doesn't say it's. It's a question.
Is it raining?
Yes. And so how it's a question, you're going to say, is it raining? Again.
Yes, take an umbrella.
From the beginning. Again.
Why are you...
Number 2. Again.
Okay. Is it raining?
Okay. So listen to me. Look. Is it?
Is it?
Good.
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Good. And the question. So it's like question, right? Like, Like, is it raining? Again.
It is raining.
No. Now your affirmation. Think about it.
Is it raining?
Is it?
Is it?
Easier, right?
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Good. Okay. So yes.
Yes, take umbrella.
Take an umbrella. Take an umbrella. Good.
Take an umbrella.
Okay, good. Continue.
Were you wearing a coat?
Okay, again, listen. Why are you wearing a coat?
Were you wearing a coat?
Why?
Why are you wearing a coat?
Okay, now let's see. Aussie stuff. Why are you? Why are you? Just say that. Why are you?
Where are you?
Why?
Why?
Why are you?
Why are you?
Good. Why are you wearing a coat? So what I'm trying to teach you, Danny, is that when we read in English, yes, so this is for you to improve the speaking, we connect the words together. So you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So listen. Why are you wearing a coat? Got it? Can you try?
Why are you
Good.
wearing a coat?
Oh, amazing. Sounds beautiful. Huh? Look, listen. Nat, can you do it for me, please? Look, listen to Nat. No, really. I like the way you
Alright,
pronounce.
Alan,
Yeah.
why are you wearing a coat?
You see how she goes continuous? So you have fluency. So you see Nat goes again. One more time, please.
Why are you wearing a coat?
You see? She doesn't stop. Why are you wearing a coat? Why are you wearing a coat? Fluent. Nancy, you want to try that? Instead of the, what is it, the Asian way? Why are you like a robot? No. So, why are you? Ah, amazing. Wearing a coat?
Wearing a coat.
Amazing. Swastika?
Why are you?
So you see? Why are you? Why are you?
Why are you wearing a coat?
Oh, you see, you can do it too. Good. That is how we speak and read in English. Okay? Beautiful. Amazing. Continue, Danny.
What's Paul doing?
Doing.
What's Paul doing?
Good. And Paul.
What's Paul doing?
Doing.
What's Paul doing?
No, not Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
What's Paul doing?
Good. Look at that word before you say it.
He's
Those two. Stop.
sorry, he's studying for the exam.
For his exams. Yes. He's studying for his exams. He's
studying for this exam.
amazing. Really good. Sounds really, really nice. Frank, you want to continue? You want to try? What? Again.
What are the children doing?
Okay, so you see, that is very common in Chinese, right? They go, what are the children? So, what are? Yeah. What are the children doing?
What are the children doing?
Oh, good. That is Aussie. That's Australian English, believe it or not. Horrible English, I know. But it's the way we speak. So that is one of the big reasons why it's difficult for you to understand. Because we put everything together. When you said, huh? What are? What's that? What are? What are the children doing? Okay, continue. Look. Frank. Emily. Look, there's
Emily.
good.
Where's the going?
Where's
Where's the going?
who? Where's
the going? Oh, she.
again?
Where she going?
Excellent. Good. Last one.
Where are you?
Where?
Where?
No,
Oh,
not where. Who?
who are you waiting for?
Who are you waiting for?
Are you waiting for Sue?
Good. Sue. Are you waiting for Sue? And so Sue is the nickname or the short name for Susan. And it says, look, study the word order. What did we say the other day? If you have a closed question, auxiliary, subject, verb, complement. If it's an open question, question word, auxiliary, subject, verb. So that is always the order. And you have your short answers. Can I abbreviate a short answer for positive? No, never. So when some of you write, yes, I'm, no, you can't do that. So it's yes, I am. If it's negative, yes, you can. Yes, I'm not. Okay, sorry, no, that doesn't make sense. Yes, I'm not. No, no, I'm not. So yes, I am, and no, I'm not. And remember, we said this one no. This is a big no. Put a cross. Nah, don't learn this one. This one is the tick. This is what you want to learn. Isn't, aren't. Isn't, aren't. Not, aren't. No, aren't, aren't. Easier. No, they aren't. No, we aren't. No, you are. Right, Danny? Yes? Good. Okay, let's see. Andres, bring it home.
Are you going now? Yes, I am.
Okay.
He's been working today? Yes, he is. Is it raining? No, it isn't. Are your friends staying at a hotel? No, they aren't. They are staying with me.
Okay, excellent. Good. And let's go to our questions. So it says in the pictures, it says, look at the pictures.
Check how you pronounce hotels.
How do you pronounce?
How do you pronounce hotel?
And if you
Is
want to, if you don't want to say
hotel or-
pronounce, you can say. How do you say? So H in English is like la jota en español.
Mm.
So, in Spanish, you don't pronounce the H. You go hotel, hospital, hola. But in English, it's like, so we go hotel, hello, hospital, Helen, hey. Mhm. Good. Okay, so look at the pictures and write the questions. The first one says, are you watching it? The TV, right? The it is the TV. And he goes, no, you can turn it off. Okay? Okay, number 2. Who wants to try? Number 2. What is the question? You go now. No.
Are you going?
Are you going now? Yes, it's the question. So, are you going now? Yes. And the answer is yes. See you tomorrow. Okay? Okay, done? Good. Let's see. Next one. This one? What's this one? It is affirmative. Is it raining? Yes. Is it raining? Only one N, no two, right? And no, not at the moment. Not at the moment, yeah? Do you know how we abbreviate at the moment? Exactly. So when you see this in your messages, this means not ATM where you go to get money. At the moment. Yeah? That's what it means. Okay, next. Okay, let's see. What's the next one?
Are you enjoy the films?
Are you enjoying? Sorry. Are you enjoying?
The films?
Uh-uh. Sorry?
Are you enjoying
Enjoying. Yes, is correct. So, Danny, what do we say?
Are you enjoying the films?
Yes. Are you enjoying the film? You're doing the same, but that one is
Yes, I am.
extended. Yeah, it's a bit extended. Okay, so this one is, are you enjoying the film? And the answer is yes. It's very funny. What about this one? The next one. That clock work.
Is is it?
You're missing something?
What is that?
No. Auxiliary
is-
subject. Okay.
Is it?
Is it? What's the it? That clock. So yes, good, Danny. So is that clock working? So you see, very important, the word order. Auxiliary, subject, verb.
And it? No, you don't put it.
Well, if you look at it, if you say that clock, what person is that clock? It. It's the same thing. You're just being very explicit, right? You're being detailed to say, is that clock? But yeah, look, if for example, Danny, if there's a clock here in the classroom and you see it's kind of stopped, you might, Nick, is it working? Absolutely. Like it depends on the context. Yeah. No, it says it's broken. So not working. Okay, good. Okay, this one, Nancy, do you want to go for it? Good. Are you waiting for a bus? Are you waiting for a bus? No, for a taxi. Okay, good. Excellent. So very different, you see, from what you were doing, right?
Yes.
I think the idea that you had of ing was different.
It's at the moment.
Now you got it? So not for everything. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope when you're speaking now, you don't use it all the time. And so we're going to practice present continuous. It's not about just looking at it once and go, oh, I got it. This is the first interaction. Obviously, you need practice, right? And then you really get it. We put it into practice. And then the next step is to learn the difference between I am working, I work. So you go, I am working. Oh, this is now. And I work. So when do I use I work? You need to learn that. And then you don't make any mistakes with the two. See what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's difficult, when you study English for a very short period and then you go, you work and okay, got it. I know everything I need to know. No, not really. Yeah. And it works for work. Like I have so many students that come to school and I know they go, oh, but people understand me. When I talk, people, they talk to me, they get me, they understand. Nobody corrects me. So your brain goes, oh, it's correct if nobody says nothing, right? But the problem is that you might get somebody that corrects you to help you. Usually not, because it can be a problem. So, for example, if you're working for me and I'm your boss and I'm constantly correcting you, you might think, oh, she doesn't like me. She's harassing me. She's bullying me instead of she's helping me to be better. You see what I mean? Not everybody thinks the same way. So a lot of people protect themselves and they don't say anything. Because you could possibly call and say, you know what, my boss is doing this every day, and, enough. So that's why people don't do it. Considering other people, you know what, it's a bad thing that I have. I don't know if it's a bad or a good thing, but because I'm in teaching mode, like all the time. So even if, I'm talking to somebody in a normal conversation, I'll start correcting. It just comes naturally. I do it unconsciously. And I have some friends that I do, and they, Nick, just stop. And they go, yeah, don't correct me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Some people don't like it. It's fine. You know what I mean? Okay, good. And just so you know, I do it with my children, with my kids. I always say one of my daughters, she has problems with the verb in past tense like you. And she's been in Australia for a long time, but yeah, she just forgets the verbs. And so sometimes she says to me, Mom, just so you know, I did buy milk today. And I go, darling, bought. Yeah, whatever. No, repeat. Yeah. She says, I'm not your student. No, repeat. I bought. Yeah, okay, I bought. So I do it naturally. You know what I mean? Like always to speak better is going to be appreciated. Okay, let's do the last one so you guys can go home before it starts raining again. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The guy, he says, what are you reading? So we have the words here in the box. Yes? So he asked her, what are you reading? This guy asked her, Andres, where's she going? Yes, where's she going? This one is asking him. She's asking him what? Nancy. What is she asking him?
What are you eating?
Yes, what are you eating? Good is correct. And here, let's say Scott, the woman is asking the little boy,
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying? Very commonly, yes, when children are crying. Why are you crying? Swastika, 5.
What are you looking
What are you looking at? No, he's talking about the couple, third person. Danny, what are you or what are?
Why are
Number 5. Number 5.
sorry. What are looking?
No, who?
Wait,
No,
What
not
are
you and
they?
me.
What-
They.
What
What are
they
they looking
looking
at? Good. And the last one, Frank? So the two girls. So this one is asking this one about the guy. No. So what is the question? Why? No, it's not are you, because are you is these two, but she's talking about him. So why? No. Structure. Look at your structure. We do not say why him. Scott,
why is he laughing?
why is he laughing? Why is he laughing? Okay? And the rest you can do for homework. Okay? So that you can practice at home. And tomorrow I'll check these first thing in the morning. Yeah?
tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. Okay, so I hope now that it is clear how to use the present continuous. So now when I correct you, you will understand why it is that I'm correcting you. Okay? Good. I'll see you guys tomorrow.